Hey guys, thanks for checking out my video today. This is going to be on a optic that's been around for several decades now. It's the Meprolight M21. It's a fiber optic tritium red dot, and I want to talk about it with you after this. Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. Like I said, this is going to be on the Meprolight M21 red dot sight. But before I get started, I just want to do the obligatory ask. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider a subscription to the channel. It really does help, and it motivates me to continue to put out content like this. So for this video, this is going to be, like I said, the Meprolight M21. Now, you've probably seen this sight. It's been around literally for 20 years. Now, it's new to me. I've only had it for a couple of weeks now, and I've had the chance to shoot it a few times, done a lot of reading on it, and I know some of the quirks, some of the pros, some of the cons with this optic, and I just want to kind of go through it with you real quick. So first of all, Meprolight, who are they? You know, where have they been? What do they do? Well, they're a company that's been providing optics to the Israeli Defense Force for decades now. Now, they were brought under the IWI umbrella of ownership of companies, and the M21 was originally developed for the Israeli Defense Force, and it was introduced to them in 2002. So we're literally at 2 full decades here. It was introduced in the US markets around 2004, and that just is a testament to the longevity and usefulness of this optic. If they're still producing them brand new today, it means that people still want them, people still like them, and they've held up over time. So what is this optic? Well, I'm going to take it off and we're going to go through it together real quick. So stand by. All right, so we're back. I've got it here. So this is a red dot Reflex Site. This is a fiber optic with tritium. So if you can see down there, this is the circle dot, and if you can't see down there, that's okay. I will cut in an image of the dot. It is kind of hard to get these dots on camera. Going around the right side, we'll start on the right side and we'll just kind of cover it. It's in a complete metal housing. It has quick disconnect that comes with it. So if you have a Picatinny mount, this will connect to your Picatinny rails. And it is very tight, holds on very tight, has some adjustable screws on the other side, but on the right hand side you have your windage adjustment going around the back. Nothing really going on here. You do have your 30 millimeter reticle on the back in the metal housing. Going on the left, you have some more of the branding and that sort of thing. Again, the adjustment screws for the Picatinny tightness. You've got your elevation on top. You've got fiber optic illuminators here. So when you're outside and you're in sunlight, it will increase the brightness automatically. And when you're indoors, it will dim it automatically. So you don't have to worry about that. The weight of this optic is 13.12 ounces. It has the windage and elevation clicks are 1.7 MOA per click, or half an MRAD. So it's a rugged, durable, heavyweight or heavy duty, long service record optic that's been around with the IDF and in private sector for a long time. So some of the questions that people have: how long does the tritium last? On their website, they're saying that the tritium should last 15 years and they warranty it for 12 years. Now the warranty, just talk about the warranty for a second. It has a 1-year warranty on this guy. So any defects or anything like that, if you haven't discovered them after the first year, you're on your own with them. So what are some of the pros? What are some of the cons? Well, if you are the kind of person who doesn't want to mess around with, brightness settings and wants the optic to auto adjust to the brightness, well, this is probably your optic. If you're looking for an optic that can be used with no illumination whatsoever, again, this is your optic. It doesn't have any batteries to worry about. It doesn't have any electrical sources to concern yourself with, but it does have that tritium, and that tritium does have a shelf life. So what are some of the cons now? Well, some of the cons are if you're in a darkly lit area and you're aiming to a brightly lit area, so say you're in a blind and you're trying to shoot, a deer out in the sunlight, you will have some problems. Now, they do have remedies for these, and I will address those after this, but that is one of the big complaints. The other one is once the tritium dies, it's dead. There's no recharging this optic. So it's pretty much then just a fiber optic sight at that point. So some of the things that they've brought to market to compensate for some of the complaints that people have is if the tritium dies and you want to use it in the nighttime, or if you're in a dimly lit area but you're shooting it into a brightly lit area, well, they have something called an illuminator. Now, I'll have links to this stuff in the description below, guys, so if you're interested in picking up one of these options or you're interested in picking up this sight, again, links will be in the description, but they have an illuminator, so you can connect an illuminator with a battery to this guy, and it's not very expensive, but it will ensure that this optic will continue to last even after the tritium dies. They also make something called a polarizer that gives it some high def abilities for the glass here, and then they have a flash guard, so it's a little device you put over the front to kill flash in case you don't want your lens to be seen. The 30mm lens is kind of a big piece of glass sitting on front there. So talking about enhancing options, I do want to bring up real quick something to consider if you're looking to get an optic like this, whether it be this reflex or any others. There are other enhancing options that you can get that really bring this optic into its own, and something like this. Now, this is the Magnifier from Meprolight. This is the MX3T, and it has the QD mounts here on the side, so you can quick adjust or quickly remove it. This has the pull. Let me see if I can do this real quick. This has the pull and lift, and it locks it in place, so it is locked, and then you pull and flip it out of the way if you want to get rid of it. But you pair this up with a reticle like a circle dot, or something with that needs some sort of magnification, and you've got a really good pairing. So when you don't need this, you can take this off, throw it in your bag, leave it at home, whatever you need to do, but then you've got your optic, this is always going to be with you. This is just an enhancer. So talking about enhancing options, you've got your polarizer, your flash guard, your illuminator, and also consider a magnifier. So this is also available. I'll have a link to this in the description as well. So that's the Meprolight M21, guys. It's a highs, lows, pros, cons, specs, and some of my thoughts on this. I think it's a great option if you're looking for a good reflex sight that's got a long lineage in military use. The M21 is a great optic for that use case. Been around a long time, probably a lot of them on the secondhand market. Just know that there are those aftermarket accessories that you can use to enhance it even more. If you think I've got anything right, you think I got anything wrong, you want to have a discussion about it, throw it in the comments section below. I do read the comments, I do interact where appropriate, and happy to discuss with you guys. So with that, I'm going to leave it here. Stay safe, stay vigilant, stay active, stay in the fight, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.